Over the years, EA have introduced some incredible promos that have absolutely shaped the face of FIFA Ultimate Team, and today we're going to have a look at some of the best that they have released through the years. Let me know down below what your favourite promo was from absolutely any FIFA ever, and let's get into the first of the best promos from EA. We are starting with Footies. It came about in FIFA 15. It was pink cards, which was the first time we'd ever really seen like an abnormal card design outside of some informs, maybe a team of the year, team of the season, or a man of the match here or there. And it was genuinely incredible. You had to go and vote for the Footies in certain categories, ranging from in for the safe hands for the goalkeepers, in for the skills for some wingers, in for the pace merchants. But you had to go and vote for these cards on the EA forums, not in Ultimate Team. That didn't come through until a bit of a later date. And then the winners from each category got a boosted card, and the community absolutely loved it. Into FIFA 16, guys, with Footies. And not only did EA release another batch of votable players going from Skiller's Delight to Power Shots, Head First, and Two-Footed Master, of course, EA also released in FIFA 16 one of the greatest things ever, which was the tournament versions of the Footies cards. Konoplyanka, Aubameyang, and Royce. They were top tier, but they were nothing, and I mean nothing, on where Footies went in FIFA. And when we look here, guys, at the Footies winners from FIFA 15, going back 8 years now, we had a 90 Cavani, a 90 Bale, Rooney, and Torre, 88 Lloris, 88 Eriksson and Royce, 85 Gundogan and Sturridge, 84 Doumbia and Quaresma, and 82 Ronaldinho. However, where it went was this in FIFA 22. 99 Varane, Dembele and Salah, 98 Ben Yedder and Neymar, 97 Alan Saint-Maximin, a whole bunch of 96s, 95s and 94s, and some of the most incredible usable cards that FIFA 22 had seen, including that Antoine Griezmann, who was incredible, the Zapata, who was absolutely phenomenal as an SBC with 5-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. And it makes me think, what is the FIFA 23 Footies going to look like? One of the promos that really started it all for FIFA Ultimate Team was the original Futmas in FIFA 17, a promo that EA have since removed from FIFA for reasons we will never know. Futmas in FIFA 17 was great for a bunch of reasons. First and foremost, it was an SBC only promo, and I believe FIFA 17 was the first year that we ever had SBCs. Number two is that these SBCs did not come out the traditional 6 PM content time, but they came out at the turn of the day UK time. So midnight every day throughout the Futmas promo, we would get 3 new SBCs, mostly comprised of one very good, quite expensive card, one very cheap, reasonable card, some of them were quite OP, and then one card sitting somewhere in the middle. And getting 3 of these every day left people delighted with some of the options, including some of the best cards again that we've seen. The Futmas Bellerin was in my team for a long time. The Futmas Arturo Vidal was one of the best cards in the game, full stop. There was so many good cards to choose from. Every single day something new. And we really look forward to it through the future years until EA unfortunately stopped creating Futmas. For many years in FIFA, before FIFA 19, we had legends and then icons in the game, which of course was a reflection on the greats of the past being put back into the game. FIFA 19 offered something that we'd never seen before, which was future stars. This was taking young players with great potential, giving them boosted cards to EA's appreciation of what they could look like going forwards, and putting them in packs, objectives, and SBCs. And it was wild. We still have future stars in FIFA 23 today. I'd likely expect that we'll see something similar in FC 24 as well, because this really is a way for people to get connected with their favorite players from their favorite teams who haven't quite yet hit those dizzy heights in the career. And looking back on the first ever Future Stars that EA released. They have got players like Rafael Leao, Frankie de Jong, Joe Linton, Alphonso Davies, Vinicius Jr. and Phil Foden, with people like Upamecano, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kai Havertz, David Calabria, who's doing very, very well now, Grimaldo, and Matteo Guendouzi, and of course Hakimi, who is one of the Future Stars that has had a Team of the Year card since FIFA 19. They did get a few wrong, but it is fair to say that for the most part, some of these Future Stars cards have gone on to have incredible careers. FIFA 17 saw the first iteration of the Ultimate Scream promo, the first ever Halloween themed promo, one of quite a few in the long line of years of Ultimate Team. And what was really cool about this promo is that, first of all, it gave quite heavily boosted cards earlier on in FIFA than we'd ever really seen, as early as October. And the team that they picked, which comprised of some really cool players, including Per Mertesacker, Pantilimon, Mohamed Salah, Thomas Muller, Kalanoglu, Marouane Fellaini. These guys got a small to medium boost on their base gold cards. In fact, Thomas Muller only got a +1 from his base 87 to his Scream 88. But what was absolutely incredible about these cards is that for a brief period of time, for 3 days between October 28th and November the 1st, these cards got boosted massively for that weekend. So of course, if you had these guys going into the weekend league, which back then I believe was still 40 games over 3 days, we got ourselves a 90 rated Pantilimon, a 90 rated Hector Bellerin with 99 pace, a 91 Per Mertesacker with 80 pace, which was crazy on such a big man. And as you can see by some of the other cards right here, we had a 94 Lukaku, who was absolutely jacked, a 93 Mario Balotelli, who was brilliant, a 95 Dimitri Payet while still at West Ham, and a 93 Douglas Costa, who was probably one of the best cards in the game whilst he was boosted as an Ultimate Scream card. As I said before, there were lots of other versions of Ultimate Scream and the Scream team going forwards with different properties and different benefits. But for FIFA, in FIFA 17, this was an incredibly unique promo, and one that I remember and look back on so fondly, because it was one of the best times in my Ultimate Team experience. The last promo that we're going to look at today, guys, and of course, if you've enjoyed this, drop a thumbs up and let me know if you'd like to see a part 2 for a whole bunch of other promos through the years, is going to be Foot Birthday. The actual first Foot Birthday team in FIFA 17 was just boosted standard cards with standard boosts. However, it again was not only one of those promos that set the tone and set the scene for FIFA, but it actually had come off of the back of a different promo called Years of Foot. And the one before Foot Birthday in FIFA 17 was a really good promo called 7 Years of Ultimate Team. And during the 7-year celebration, we got given free packs, which never really happened before. We got some really cool tournaments with some really cool rewards. There was lots of games to be played, lots of wins to be had by the whole community for a big prize, which was really cool. But for the first time ever, the 7-year celebration gave multiple rewards, and the more you won the tournament, the more rewards you get. So when that then developed into Foot Birthday in FIFA 17, we saw players like Fernando Torres, who was a classic in FIFA, alongside David Villa. We had Abate, David Luiz, Ogbonna, who was genuinely one of my favorite cards in the game for a few years within FIFA, and Nani whilst he was still in La Liga, Doumbia and Blaszczykowski, and then a whole host of other really cool cards. And it was one of the first times that EA focused on upgrading cards from smaller leagues outside of Team of the Season, which was, of course, really good. Of course, when we look at Foot Birthday now, we see this host of players, including Bernardo Silva, N'Golo Kante, Vinicius Jr., Muller, Marquinhos and Pedri, Bruno Guimaraes, Zinchenko, who had 2 versions of cards, one with 5-star skill moves, one with 5-star weak foot, the same with Darwin Nunez. We had some really cool objectives and SBCs by the way of Nkunku, who was so overpowered, and Mikel Antonio as an objective, who was brilliant for a few weeks in this game. And it is a massive contrast as to where Foot Birthday began in FIFA 17 with just some boosts. And if we take Fernando Torres as an example in that game, he went from an 81 to an 88, but the biggest boost was in stats that really mattered. Lots of pace, lots of shooting, and a nice boost to physical too. And the change in this promo, even though it stayed for the last 6 years, has been nothing but a win for EA. Foot Birthday is always one of the most anticipated promos of the year because of how cool EA make it and how different they make it each year with completely different card designs. And once again, credit to them this year for the card design because it's phenomenal. And of course, this year, for the first time ever, we got Foot Birthday icons who brought a whole new way to play FIFA. Some of them were SBCs, most of them were in packs, but all of them were incredible, even if they were cheap, like the likes of 93 Patrick Kluivert, who is discard price for an icon at 78,000 coins with 4-star, 5-star, and absolutely mental stats. The game has evolved and changed so much over the years. Some promos have been and gone, some promos have come and been adapted, and some promos like Team of the Season, that was also a monster influential promo in FIFA, have remained throughout the games. But for today, guys, that is all the promos we're going to look at. If you want me to do this again for a part 2, let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to drop a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.